Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. It's visor to cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had your Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State.
When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong, like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8, and able to get this out to the 25. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Andrews. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Andrews on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Andrews throwing on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yard.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defense advantage, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ultra.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Williams to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack.
And Andrews lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Okay, here's Andrews. Play action. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aiden Hutchinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Andrews. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's fielded at the 45. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ultra. Go ultra.
On 1st down, Wallace. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We're scoreless after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wallace. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Andrews got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Andrews now on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. To throw is Andrews. From the gun on 3rd down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check you. Strike. Check strike.
They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check mega. You, yellow, spike, twice. Ultra, ultra.
He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Man open left side, it's Williams. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Andrews to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Andrews got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. to throw again. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Williams, the man in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, no steal.
On play action, they'll throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Light blue. Steal. Check steal. Hey, go Fury.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Wallace. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cards will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll send Williams in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready. Check 2. Eagle blue. Black chuck. Drill green. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Okay, ready?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Blaster, sit. Hey, check Mega.
They're going to look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ultra. Mega. Long red. Long red. Steel, black.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, close deal.
Back to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Steal! Check steal!
They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Andrews, a final shot before break. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will be brought down
on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
22 middle. Check view. Ready?
On second down, it's Wallace. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Wallace, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Wallace. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
Man open left side is Brown. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw. Andrews finding Williams once more, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's Andrews on first down. It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Andrews now looking to throw on second down.
They'll find Williams on it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. On the return is Williams. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Williams, the man in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Finding Gray going across the field.
A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
No surprise he was targeted on that play, because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Davis Price is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
In motion comes the tight end left. On second down now, it's Wallace, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Green Jack. Ultra. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. That is caught. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Andrews. Throwing on first down.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Williams, the man in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk
halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, no steal.
Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Andrews. It's Williams on the catch.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Andrews. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Andrews.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
52 blaster. White. Blue striker. Black ultra. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Slide through. Check snap. Check fury.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And they'll send Williams in motion right. He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go, back.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hey, check Mega.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Ultra. Hey.
In motion, the tight end.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come on, set. Mega. Ultra. Go ultra.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow blue. Black shot. Drill green. 6. Mega. Strike. Strike. Ready?
Now back to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready. Still. Check 6. Blaster. 6. Hey, go Fury.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Drake Jackson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now Andrews to throw on 2nd down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Andrews. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Well, he had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning point. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wallace. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Wallace, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, check Mega. Ready?
On 3rd down, Wallace. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Cardinals win it. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game